Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I've got a brand new build that I want to share with you guys. Currently I am in the beautiful world of the Get to Work special neighborhood lot. So let me show you what I've been up to. So in The Sims 4, if you have the Get to Work expansion, you will know that there is an extension of Willow Creek that is included with the doctor and detective career, and this is what that neighborhood looks like. It's just a neighborhood that just displays a bunch of community lots and services and a bunch of shows that reflect that. Today I'm going to show you this brand new hospital lot that I built to match this environment. So for those of you who have been on my channel, I've been discussing this challenge that I'm doing where it involves revisiting the Get to Work doctor career. And I thought to myself, I have a hospital already, but let's just make a brand new one. I'm in the mood for something new and fresh and fun. And plus, that original build that I made was a few years ago now. And so with the help of some reference and taking the things that I liked about my older version, I now have this brand new cute hospital slash clinic lot to use for gameplay. Isn't it adorable? Let me take a screenshot because this is too cute. Alright, so we will be touring this lot. Now, on my gallery, if you choose to download this lot, it is originally a 40 by 30, but when I placed it here, of course the hospital lot is a little bigger. So the cool thing about that, it just means that you can also use this on regular 40 by 30s if you're using the businesses and hobbies expansion pack as well. And if we take a look at the lot, we're gonna go inside. There is it's 3 stories, but there's nothing on these top 2 floors, and I did that intentionally because I really like the look of the upper layers, but I really didn't need these functionally for gameplay. Now, as an overview, this is what the hospital looks like. So compared to the original default lot that's here by default if you have the Get to Work expansion pack, the original hospital is very wide, long, big. It has many empty hallways, and it takes your sim a lot of time to just walk across the floor. So what my revised version has done and this brand new version has done is just condense the hospital space to where it only has the essentials that you need. So right through our entry door, we have like the general waiting room area with the front desk. Again, has everything that you need. We got our little reception area over here where we have an assistant who's already in place. I've got my sim here as well because she's on the day of the job. And yeah, it's just cute. It's cute. It's to the point. Now, the desks and computers are behind an employee door. So the way Get to Work works is that all of these patients that have not been admitted yet, they behave a certain way. So they're not going to go in areas they're not supposed to. So anyway, we have this waiting room area, and then something that I added to this area, or right off of this area, is a cafeteria. So in the original one, the cafeteria is like somewhere off in the distance down a long hallway. Right now, the cafeteria is literally right off of the administration room, and that's because these patients that haven't been admitted also have access to here. So that's something that I noticed in my gameplay and my other build. The patients will walk over to the vending machines or whatnot. We've had many updates to The Sims 4, so that may not be a thing anymore, but just in case it is, this is access to the public, whereas everybody can grab a bite to eat should they need to, and it doesn't break your immersion and gameplay. Now, this is a cute kind of bistro style cafeteria, and I really like this because something about the photo reference that I used for this build really fit well in Willow Creek. So if we take a look back at the architectural style that I used, as you can see, the overall style really matches that French country or influence So, we got dormers in the roof, we got these cute little shutters, these beautiful little awnings. So it's not like a typical commercial style building. It looks more homey. It looks, yeah, it's kind of similar to the structure of a house, and something similar to what you see in these little shells over here with these, large roof with dormers and their beautiful awnings. So I really wanted to replicate that, and I really enjoy it. I might even redo the police lot too. All right, so let's go ahead and continue our tour. So now that I talked about the front desk area in our little kitchenette over here, let's talk about the additional area. So once the patients get admitted, they go through this short little hall over here, and we have access to all of our different areas all at once. So right through this little hallway, you'll see there's two doors right off the back. There's this nurse's station door, and then there's the x-ray door. So for any patients that are being admitted, they could go straight to these rooms back here. These are patient rooms. Over here to our left is our x-ray room, which doesn't get used until later on in the career once you unlock it. So it's off to the side and it doesn't need to get in your way. What you will be using every day is computers and the analyzer. So I like this. So compared to my earlier remake of the hospital, I had the reception desk and the nurse's station. They were back to back, but they were separate rooms. Now I've just opened it up and it just looks more professional. And especially, I've come a long way since building. I build with people who uh work with different wall cutaways. So if you play in this lot and you like to have cutaway walls, this is a good lot for you, because there's not a lot of things that will be blocking your way when you play in this lot. So let me put the walls back up. Anyway, I really like this station. Anyway, what you'll be doing is you'll be coming to the computer a lot, because there's a lot of work involved with having to, click on this thing and research the health reports or just desk work in general. And then a lot of times you'll have to work with the patients, you'll be in the rooms, and you'll have to go back and forth to the analyzers. So the analyzers are right here for your convenience. And I made sure to put more than two analyzers because the doctor primarily is always on one if they're not working with a patient. So let's talk about the patient rooms. Now, ideally, I wanted the patient rooms to be set up just like this, where they're literally back to back right next to each other. In the original build, they are, but they're stacked like the long way, vertically instead of horizontally. This lays it out so well so you can see all the patients all at once. So as you can see, we've got all the little, patients with their own room, and you can quickly bounce from one room to another depending on your request. So I'm right here, like I said, with a semi right now testing out this build, and I'm able to see what I need to do. And right now I don't have to click on any patients, but there will be pop-ups which I'll need to deliver food to one or switch to another or something like that. So anyway, these are very plain rooms. It has the essentials in here. I have included cabinetry and a sink, because that's similar to what you will find in an actual patient exam room. And just for gameplay, you are required to wash your hands quite a bit. It'll be one of the pop-ups task that you'll need to do. So, just for accessibility, those have been right there. Also, what else have we got over here? We've got, besides these 4 rooms, we also have this little area on the other side. So like I said, analyzers are right here, but there's also an additional room. Sometimes you'll be required to take a patient over to the treadmill to run a certain physical test on them. And so here's my redesigned room for that, which it looks more believable to me, and it still matches that cozy aesthetic, like it's a hospital, but it's not so sterile in here. So I really enjoy that. So Also, like I said, if you need an additional computer or analyzer, these have their own little spaces here in this particular side of the hospital slash clinic. I named it a clinic because it's not really huge like a hospital is, but they do surgery here, so that's what makes it a hospital in my opinion. Anyway, similar to my other build that I have, I did provide a room in here where you can sleep. So it just makes sense that in real life there will be patients that need to have their own rooms where they stay over. That's not a thing in the Sims, but it's very convenient to have in case your sim is just low on needs, they need to rest or something, and those are very handy for when you're having moments like that. All right, so besides this area over here, this area sort of wraps back out to the front entrance, which is again very convenient. So any patients leaving from over this side, they don't have to walk all the way around. They can come out through this way. And just for set dressing, I have this other little waiting room area, but it's useful too because you can also research while you're here. So say if you don't want to do any of the tasks up here, you can just learn any other thing while you're here, which makes a lot of sense with these archive machines. So that's why I like them a lot. The one other thing that I need to show you guys is the surgery room. So wouldn't be complete without having a surgery room. Now, the thing about this room is that originally in the build that launched with Get to Work, you have 2 surgery rooms and 2 X-ray rooms. In my experience playing out the career, usually the other doctor's not performing surgery. I never see it. In my time of playing the Get to Work Doctor career branch, I never see it. So there's really no reason to have 2 rooms of anything if it can be done in one. And so, like, technically, like for these beds, for examples, I didn't need to separate these beds into extra rooms. I just did that just for staging. That's how I like to play, for believability. But I didn't need to do that. So in the case of having a surgery bed, I didn't put 2 because you really don't need to. You usually are the only one that spawns to the hospital if you're giving birth. There's usually not another sim there that will be taking or occupying another table, and there's no other doctor if you're playing out the career branch, there's no other doctor that's going to be occupying that. You'll be the only one interacting with this thing. But anyway, yeah, that is the tour of my new and improved Magnolia Hospital slash clinic. So I like it. I think it's cute. It's cozy. It's not too much. It's practically just to the point. It has everything that you need to cross off any of the tasks that you'll be prompted with for the list. But other than that, I like how cozy it looks. I like that we have a color scheme going on. Yeah, it's just one of those really cute builds. And I'm so proud of it. It looks so good. It fits into the neighborhood so well. So if you guys are interested in this lot, you can find this lot on my gallery. If you don't know, I do have a gallery ID called Marsha 12. So here's my gallery ID, Marsha 12 right here. And I have uploaded the lot. Again, I do have a 40 by 30 version of this lot that you guys can use for businesses and hobbies. But for the doctor career, I have resaved it as a 50 by 50 while it's been on this lot already. So it's already in the correct position. If you've already played this lot, you already know it takes photos from the front photos are actually the back of the lot. So that's why the back of the lot is showing. But other than that, if you're looking for this particular build, it's called Magnolia Clinic. And it is a 50 by 50 lot, and the type is residential. It's saved as residential right now because this is a special lot, but you'll still be able to place this just as any other lot. So if you're wondering, how do I do that? How do I place it? Well, I'll tell you how you do it. So just to go back into live mode, for those of you who have never done this before, you want to place the lot. You need someone in the actual doctor career so that you'll be able to spawn to this specific lot. And then once you spawn to this lot, you'll see the old building for the default hospital. All you do is just Control Shift C, you put bb.enable free build, you hit that, enter. It tells you free build mode is enabled. And now with free build mode enabled, you just go into your gallery, you click gallery, you find the lot you would like to place, and then you just, you know, download it. So my sim already has this lot right here, so you don't have to worry about that well, in this demonstration. But for you, you'll have the option to just go ahead and replace the lot. So that is how you do it. So anyway, that is my lot, you guys. That is my new Magnolia Clinic. Now if you are interested in this lot, or you want to share your thoughts about this lot, or you know, if you see yourself using this lot, or just your thoughts on get to work in general or the career, please let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, feel free to leave your opinions and comments down below. Now, thank you guys so much for watching and for just hanging out with me for this bit as I show you this brand new, you know, proud masterpiece that I've created. And until next time, I will see you guys. Bye.